Today we are going to look at Scout's learning experiences, and this is one from To Kill a Mockingbird. Now, Scout goes through the process of growth. Throughout the novel, we see her shift mentally and physically from a young, impressionable mind to someone who is more mature and who is more tolerant of the things that are happening around her. Now, let's get straight into it. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, and if you're new, thanks for coming in. I hope you don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this information. And if you are returning to my channel, thank you so much for always being here. Now, Scout learns a number of things as she's growing up. For one, she learns to respect others. Now, despite her class or her race, and at the time, remember that To Kill a Mockingbird's main theme had been that of racial prejudice. And despite the fact that Scout was a white person living in a society where blacks were the minority groups and were treated differently, Scout also learned to respect people of color, people of social class, whoever you were. Scout learned to respect these people. Atticus tells the Scout, you never know a person until you climb into his skin and walk around in it. And this is one of the things that she learns definitely, because she learns that she has to respect a person not because of what she sees at surface value, but for the fact that people go through things that she will never understand because she has never lived through it. Again, Scout learns that To Kill a Mockingbird is a sin. And she also learns that mockingbirds do not do anything except present music for us to enjoy, and so you have to respect those who are harmless. Scout learns these valuable lessons from her experiences with several characters. These characters would include Mayella Ewell, Walter Cunningham, Tom Robinson, and Boo Radley. Secondly, Scout learns not to be judgmental. She becomes aware that her brother Jem is growing up. He is getting older, and that he needs to have his own space. Now, instead of judging him, she accepts that this is who he is, that he is changing, and that he needs to grow into himself. She also learns by the end of the novel to accept Sheriff Tate's decision concerning Bob Ewell in order to protect Boo Radley from public scrutiny. Now, Scout also learns courage. In chapter 9, we realize that Scout sees her father taking on the trial of a black man. And of course, this went against all the principles of the society, because it was never expected for a white man to defend a black man. And so Scout learns of the courage of an individual to stand up for what you believe in. Atticus makes his children also aware of Mrs. Du Bois' courage in dealing with her illness and her morphine addiction, and that too was another form of courage and strength that Scout learns. Scout also learns that people are not always who they seem to be, and you cannot judge a person because of the outward appearances. Now, she learns this in her experiences with Boo Radley. After her initial encounters with Bob Ewell as well, the children learn that Boo Radley is kind, gentle, private, and brave, and not the kind of monster that people made him out to be. Also, Scout learns that her father is not feeble, he is not weak, but he is stronger when he takes the perfect shot at the rabid dog to save the town from danger. And finally, Scout learns how to avoid physical battles. Now, earlier on in her years, we realized that Scout would fight her way through anything. She wouldn't be afraid of physical confrontation. But she learns how to avoid these and to fight with her good sense and her rationale, her ability to reason then. In reference to Scout's behavior concerning the Tom Robinson's trial, Atticus responds by saying, you might hear some ugly talk about it at school. You just need to hold your head up high and keep your fist down. Try fighting with your head for a change. Now, thank you so much for watching. These were just some of the lessons that Scout learns throughout the novel, the important ones. Yes, you may say she has learned other lessons as well, but these are the most important ones that you need to keep in mind. Thank you so much for stopping by.